are here. Cody and I are both going to be doing a lot more video content in the next coming weeks. And the first one we want to do, I asked you guys the assumptions a month and a half ago, and then as you guys remember,
procrastinated.
One,
delayed.
Procrastinated. Two, I lost the screenshots. So then I re-asked you guys, and then somebody told me that I could go back, which I should have obviously figured out. If I go back into archives, I could find it. So we have the questions twice this time, and it's funny because a lot of the same assumptions came, some new ones came, but we're gonna go through and answer some of the most popular ones that we got.
So are we doing just your assumptions or my assumptions on this one?
It's kind of like our assumptions. I try to pick more of the ones that are relevant to both of us.
Okay, so both of our assumptions. So it's not just mine or hers, it's as a whole?
Kind of I picked the family ones, or ones that were to both of us, and then maybe later on we can do one that's just about you.
It doesn't have to be about me. I'm just saying in general.
I know, I'm saying it would be funny to see what people's assumptions are just about you, because most of these are about either, because I asked my audience, are about me or about the family, so.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is that you guys are Mormon. So Cody grew up LDS. He still, believes everything that's LDS, and everyone in his family is. We're super close with actually both of our families. My family grew up non-denomination Christian, and we actually go to church with his family, and we go to church with my family. We both very much believe in God, and Mar and Wes have been baptized LDS. We kind of go back and forth, what we're going to do with Beckham. We kind of want to leave it up to him, but we want our kids to be raised in a religious home. I'm just saying, I feel like we're a part church. We just don't go to church every Sunday. We go on holidays, and then probably once a month?
Yeah. Something
like that, yeah. So God is very much a part of our life, and we want our kids to be raised that way too. And so, yeah.
Relationships. You
and Cody never fight.
This is true. This is also 100% true.
No.
Never. Never, ever, ever. As you could tell.
We fight.
We go through spurts. I think right now we're in a good phase of our relationship. Building this house, I think it was a 7 days a week, 24/7 type thing. Maybe with a day off.
We weren't fighting 24/7. We were just really annoyed with each other.
Short. Our fuses were this big, and I think she had one direction, I had one direction. So if we didn't kind of separate a little bit and give each other space, we would have bit each other's head off. Not space where you lived somewhere else. No. It was space if we were doing the dumbest things would annoy each other. I can't even think of what it was, but we were just so on edge with each other. But honestly, guys, I don't think fighting's a bad thing. I think if you have a little bit of a roller coaster where you have some ups and downs and you appreciate the ups because you just came from a down, I think I'd rather have a relationship that had, when you're passionate about things, you're really passionate, and when you're low, you hit rock bottom versus... Not rock bottom, but in a sense where it doesn't just consistently, it's not consistent, where it just plateaus.
Yeah.
Where if you're constantly kind of going like this, but up.
I feel we're always moving up. It's just we grow together and we're going through different things sometimes in life. And so it's life changes. Sorry, let me turn that to silent.
I'd rather have a relationship like that where it's up and down a little bit versus a stagnant relationship where it just kind of just blah and you're just coasting through life and you're like, oh, I gotta see my friend today.
Same routine, there's no ups and downs.
So I kind of some days I like the fighting and I like to get under her skin and
do you purposely try to do it sometimes?
Well, I think you purposely do it sometimes too.
No, sometimes it's, how they say the people that you love the most is the people that you take things out on. And sometimes if I'm frustrated about work or having an off day, I will unintentionally just feel extra annoyed at you.
Thank you.
But
so there is fighting. To the answer to the question, yes, there's plenty of fighting. I think majority of healthy relationships do fight and disagree on things, and then come back together and say, let's make this work, or how do we improve the situation?
Yeah.
But
Cody is shy, and you are outgoing.
This one, who said this? This is a huge assumption.
Okay.
This is not true. So let me answer first.
We're gonna let Cody answer, and then I'm gonna give my opinion because I think it's partially true.
Okay, so not outgoing. So yes and no. the main thing is like if on a small talk situation, like if we go to an event or we're going to meet new people that Christine's family knows. Yes,
not just my family. Well,
yes,
sorry, I'll let you say your opinion.
Okay. Yes, I'm more shy, but it's not really shy. It's just I haven't gotten into the small talk. I don't love the small talk.
You hate small talk.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily shy. It's more so there's only so many things you could say.
Yeah.
In the small talk, and you're like, okay, well, good to meet you.
Yeah.
See you again. But as far as like around my friends and my family and people I know, I'm more outgoing, I would say.
I feel like you're kind of like, I don't want to say like the life of, well, maybe it's like the life of the party. Cody is a major jokester. He's very like sarcastic and funny, and so, or like he loves to do pranks on people. So when we're with his family or his friends or our friends, and like he's always up to something, and he loves to be really active. So I feel like in those environments you're more outgoing. I mean, I feel like I'm chatty, but you're just kind of like more, I don't want to say center of attention.
Loud.
Loud.
I'd rather be laughing in every situation if I could.
Always, yeah.
Like the best thing about it would be, I think, with my friends or people I know I feel comfortable with, where we're always joking around.
Yeah.
Always.
He loves to joke. Like when he gets on a plane, he will airdrop. He'll find like a random picture and airdrop it to everyone on the plane. I don't know. He loves to just like joke around. So.
Vice versa though, like Christine in a situation like that, she could talk to somebody for a long time.
I like one-on-one talks and like deep conversations.
Yeah, she thrives on that versus the same thing though, a lot of little small talk.
I like small talk, and then I like getting into deeper conversations, and I love one-on-one deep conversations.
That being said, if you actually see Christine anywhere, avoid the small talk, bring a deep conversation to her.
And I'll sit and talk to you for hours.
Yes.
Cody doesn't like social media.
Okay, so there's two parts of social media I like and dislike. If you can always find the positive in social media, and it allows so many more resources and opportunities for people if they utilize it right. I tried to change my way of thinking of just being online and saying, here's another post, but look at all the good it comes from. For meeting people in different countries, the world becomes so small with social media. So I think sometimes you get caught up in like what everybody has and is doing, and you get we talked about it the other night, the fear of FOMO. The fear of missing out.
Well, yes, Matt, but I don't think he doesn't sit and look through pictures really on social media. He loves the creative side of like creating content and that sort of thing, but I won't ever find him sitting and scrolling through social media and like looking at pictures. Or I enjoy just like browsing Instagram for no other reason than to browse.
For hours.
Not hours, but I do enjoy it. Like to me, a nice night is like sitting in the bath, looking at inspiring pictures, like just relaxing. Where like he doesn't sit and do that. So
I like to create though. I do like social media, and I'm finding my way of finding more and more outlets on social media to say like this can be used for good. We just have to make sure we're consistently using it for good versus just
posting to post.
Well, posting to post, but also just cruising through it, just looking at photo after photo after. I think over time, if you do that, it kind of drains on your energy and mental block, so you kind of can't function throughout the day, especially if you're doing it in the mornings.
Also, was that a call out to me?
I'm just saying in general,
I like to look at it
don't start your day with social media. I love social media in the right content.
I also think too that's interesting for guys versus girls is you've met a lot of like good friends through social media. And I've noticed that guys sometimes even connect quicker. And like when he goes on his guy trips, he'll post something about like, oh, do you guys, looking for this person here? And he'll meet someone, and then they're like good friends for a long period of time.
Oh yeah, for sure. My current group of friends that I'm always with, or you see me with in all my stories, like Aaron and Jesus and Connor and all these people that you see me with, they're actually met from social media. So social media plays a big part if you use it right. And I've met the coolest people, and I've hung out with them, and they become long-term friends, and not just people we work with online or shooting photography with.
Family questions. You love Beckham more than you love Marn West, and I give Beckham the most attention.
What do you say? Nothing you can do. Everybody's got a favorite in the family.
Stop it. That's so far from the truth.
She's made her pick early on.
What? You cannot say that.
No, I'll have to say. Can I talk on this one?
Yeah.
So watching Christine take over as a stepmom and taking my kids under her, I guess, what would you say, under your wing? Or but there was no transition to say, like, these are my stepkids. It's always been, these are my kids, and I'll treat them like they're my kids, my own blood. They've never felt any different versus Beckham, Mara, and Wes. They've all been treated equally. They've all been treated as if nothing was different, which was cool from day one. Like, nothing changed that way. And I know of relationships that where, especially with my friends, where it's hard, where they have a stepchild and they haven't been able to build that bond or that relationship with the child because...
Mara and Wes are actually really good kids too, which makes it easier.
They are good kids, but I've never seen a struggle with favoring one over the other versus I can't build a connection with that kid. Of course, we see B a lot more because they are her stepkids. Yeah. So we don't get them all the time. We get them maybe 50% of the time.
I think probably like 60-40, but they have... I mean, they're just not with us as much, and when they are, we're typically not working as much, or like if we are, it's like something quick for work, and then like we're just trying to spend quality time with them. So that's why they're not in as much stuff. I mean, Beckham's with us all the time, and Beckham's also only in school part-time, and I work during the day, so like when I'm shooting stuff or, you know, just doing day-to-day, I mean, he's just with me a ton more. I mean, Beckham's probably in it more than you too. Yeah. This question was asked the most. Is all versions of am I friends with his ex-wife? Do stop. All of these questions. So that's one question that I feel like I probably won't fully address because I feel like in any relationship, like not relationship, friendship or anything, there's two sides to every story, and I don't want to put like words in her mouth. But I feel like over time, it was not an overnight thing. It took years, but I'm really thankful because I feel like we all really want what's best for the kids now. And so, like, at sporting events and things, like, everyone is, like, really good to each other and talks and, but, like, I feel like we're in a really good place with everybody. So, next one is, do you guys have a full-time nanny? Answer is no on this. With Kristen and I both working, we do have, my sister right now is currently watching our kids 2 days a week for 4 hours each day. Usually if he gets out of school, yeah.
After he gets out of preschool, my sister will pick him up for 2 days out of the week. But no, prior to that, we've usually had somebody watch the kids like twice a week, if that.
2 or 3 days. We've gone back and forth with this, so...
That's everybody's personal decision, because if you are focused on your career and these are the times, or if you need to work and you need a nanny to help out. So yeah, I'd be curious to see what you guys thought, honestly, if yes or no on nanny or cutting or scaling back on work so you spend more time with your kids, or quality time versus amount of time. Okay, next one is family is everything to you. I think that's really true for us. That for both of us, like Cody comes from a big family. I am an only child and come from a smaller family, but we're really close to my cousins and my aunts and uncles. And so family has always been a huge priority to both of us growing up. And we're with his family because they live here in Utah almost every weekend. Yeah. We're really close with them. And I think just for, you know, the kids and stuff, like family's always been a priority to us, even I would say over work. Like family is the old, like, yeah, everything else priority. Takes a back seat, I think. Work will be work and it will always be there. You could find other jobs, but you never know how long your family's going to be there, and to build those relationships and have that strong of a relationship. Where one thing about her parents is they live in Montana, which is like a 9-hour drive from where we are. And if you asked her dad to, not even asked, but he's willing to drive down every weekend just to spend time with the kids and his grandkids and the rest of the family and my family. So he's like the most selfless person. As far as example goes, I think both of our parents have showed us at a young age that priority number one should be family. Cody loves junk food, but you prefer otherwise. I love this one. Who wrote this one? We should call out the people who wrote this too. Why are you assuming that based on what you saw? I feel like it's okay. This one is funny because I'm actually a lot more of a junk food eater than Cody is. He is really good about his, like, he was always researching different like health diets and pretty good at eating clean, I feel like. But he loves chocolate, cinnamon gummy bears, and popcorn. If you go to a movie and donuts.
And he loves donuts too.
If you find the right donut spot, I'll use it. Every cheat meal I have will be on that donut store.
You do. I forgot you love donuts.
Certain
Donuts,
spots.
movie theater popcorn, and chocolate cinnamon gummy bears.
Those are the weaknesses.
Mine is his cinnamon rolls, brownies with butterscotch, and I just love sweet foods. His sister makes these really good homemade chocolate chip cookies, and
cereal
I love
with
cereal.
Sugar every night.
I love cereal. Next one is you and Cody come from money or grew up privileged. But it wasn't.
Was given though.
No, I had a job since I was 15. I worked 2 jobs in high school.
I think when people see like the end result on Instagram, sometimes they're like, "Oh, this looks like it was all handed to you," and you always see the end result. I do the same thing when I sometimes see an NBA player when I'm fascinated with how good they are. You forget all the work that goes behind it in order for them to be that good. I'm not saying we compare ourselves to the NBA player, but in general, like for us to have a house and this, like where we both came from, we weren't handed this. We weren't given a lump sum to say, "Here's start your life. Here's some money."
Yeah.
Like her, I had a job from 12 on mowing lawns and then working as a bagger for 2 years.
At a grocery store, yeah.
At a grocery store, and then more and more jobs as they progressed, and we failed at so many things, honestly. Like, I read this video this story the other day that a guy, successful entrepreneur, he said for every success or home run he ever had, he also had 7 failures to go along with it. And I feel that that's sometimes us, that we kept spitballing things at the wall, and we have so many failures, but a lot of these guys, or a lot of people online, don't see those failures and how hard it is to do, to show any amount of success or growth in a business or in your career, that you have to go through all the hard times too.
I think people want things overnight a lot, and I mean, even just for blogging, because this is going to be on our blogging channels. I mean, it was 2 years of blogging before I got a single thing for free. I didn't get paid even after that for probably like 2.5 years.
Another year, 2 years. So it's a 4-year process to even start. And like most businesses that we've ever started and follow through, is you don't make money like everyone says. We didn't make any money
at first. Both of us really believe in like teaching our kids young to start working and to have a work ethic at a young age, because nothing was handed to us, and we want our kids to feel the same.
I think my parents, and I know her parents especially too, they both taught us at a young age that money wasn't everything.
100%.
But hard work, good ethics would supersede any amount of money you actually made.
I'm going to wrap up because this one's kind of funny, because this is very much Cody and I. They said that you will refuse to learn how to spell your Y-O-U-R and your Y-O-U''re.
Did we really get a lot of comments on that?
People commented a version of spelling a couple times, but not this like specific.
She does this all the time. If I make or misspell something on social media, it's like the end of the world. I'm like,
no. It's on sponsored posts. Sometimes he misspells things, and I'm like, babe. Social
media is now a place where usually within 24 hours, it's forgettable. Like if I post something today, nobody's gonna remember it tomorrow. And for her to get really upset.
Not really upset. I just call him out. I'm like, laugh out loud. Did you really spell the brand's name wrong?
No, not the brand's.
Yes, you did. You spelled the brand's name wrong.
In general, my misspelling, or if it's a text or a talk to text, or it's.
Wait, I wish I could find. I should scroll and find one of his What's
is
the one
it even
that you
a big
sent me
deal?
the other
Honestly,
day?
guys, is it a big deal if you spell your Y-O-U-R-E or Y-O-U-R?
Well, that is like, I mean, we both honestly suck at spelling. Cody's probably a little bit worse than me.
And she's the first to point it out, and I'd be like, don't look at my account anymore.
So we both are bad at spelling. It's probably not going to change, and I feel like it's part of us. It is what it is.
It goes back to that organization thing. It's a habit. A 30-day habit. If you want to break it, you really have to spend some time and attention to it.
I want to watch you writing out spelling words for 30 days.
All right, how to spell this in restaurant.
Yeah.
So.
That wraps it up, guys. That ended up being a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Thanks, guys.
We're excited to do more videos. Let me know in the comments what other type of videos you guys want to see. We're going to do some together, some separate. So comment below and make sure that you guys are subscribing. Thanks.
Bye, guys.